Oh yeah, that's the kind of music I like. We gotta woo. Welcome to the Red Bull Rookies Cup and the racer Ayuma Sasaki, 2016 champion. Didn't it sound like racing music? Doesn't it? You see riders putting their helmet on. No, play it a little bit more, man. Play a little more. Right, riders putting their gloves on, putting their helmets on. Boom, boom, boom. Quick cuts. Dude, I love this. Good job, Malik. Matter of fact, you know what? From here on out, this is going to be my music, okay? Because it gets me psyched up, okay? Thank you. Hey, it's BT with Tales from the Gemini, and I'm so excited. That music is indicative of the person I'm going to interview today. It's a Moto3 rider, Ayuma Sasaki, and I'm so excited, man. I you know me, I'm a dork for racing, and I dork for all things MotoGP. And I even wore my little, because he's sponsored by Red Bull now, so I wore my Red Bull cap for him. Isn't that cool? How cool am I doing that? Anyway, I'm gonna hit him up right now. Oh, got the link. Oh, here we go. Are they coming in? We're not gonna waste any time. We're going right to it. We're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna go right into it. You know, my favorite part. Oh, wait, are we recording? I gotta ask Malik that because we missed a couple interviews. Well, we just one. Just one interview, but still, I still gotta give it to you every time. Every time. I know. You're what now? We all make mistakes, bro. That's why we're human. Uh-oh. Is that them? Oh, here we go. It's my favorite part. Hey, Yumu! Maria! Can you guys hear me? Maria, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello.
Ayumu, how are you?
How are you? All good.
Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. And Maria, how are you?
Thanks.
Did you just get through robbing a bank? Why you still have your mask on and Ayumu doesn't? Why is that? We want to see your beautiful face.
I don't know. If you record it, we should not. Yeah, we should wear masks maybe. Normally.
Okay, good job. Look at he is teaching you. You're the older one. You're supposed to be teaching him. He's teaching you. How great is that? This guy has always been a leader. How great is that? Thank you, Ayumu. For my fans on Tales of the Gemini, this guy is the 2015 Asian Talent Cup champion, the 2016 Red Bull Rookies Cup champion, and now he currently sits 15th in the points. Moto3 last week got his first podium in Moto3. I'm so excited. Big things happening for you, Ayumu. How are you, Sasaki-san?
All good, all good. Last week has been great. Achieving the first podium. And yeah, I'm just looking forward for this weekend in Valencia.
Man, I'm so looking forward for you, Valencia, and I'm going to get into you, and I'm going to be all into you. But first of all, what I like to do on these is, first of all, I want to apologize to both you guys because I've known Maria longer, and you got to know that I'm the biggest dork in the world. Like, I whatever my age is, I'm about 15 in mental years. So when Maria worked for Tech 3, and when you guys were Monster Energy Tech 3, I would always just be like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, what? Who the hell is this guy? Because it was in 2006, the MotoGP in Indy, and I've always been like that. Every time I see you guys at every GP race, I'm like, oh my God, Maria. And you're always so nice. And I just want to, I always apologize for being so annoying because that's what I do. I annoy people. I don't do it on purpose. That's just what I do because my favorite sport is MotoGP. You guys are my heroes. That's where I wish I was. I wish I had the opportunities you guys had. So I live vicariously through you. So when I see you, I can't help but have that enthusiasm. In my defense, it's real. It's not fake. It's real. When I see you, I'm like, oh my God, Maria, and you're like, hey, I remember you walking into Valencia about 2016 with the Melania, and you had this look on your face like, oh my God, is he for real? So I always want to apologize and say for being so annoying. But ladies first, I don't know the backstory on you, Maria. Like when did you get into like motorcycles, and how did you happen to end up working for the MotoGP and get involved with the flying circus?
Oh, long story short. I had a boyfriend who was into motorsports, so he was like riding motocross, but just for fun and stuff. So we started to watch everything. Before I never heard about anything about MotoGP. So when I started to study journalism, I was like, okay, I want to do this. So I went to apply for a job at the German motorsport magazine, and I
That's great. So you basically you followed your passion, is what you did. What was it about? I know it sounds simple, like a simple question, but what was it about the racing that made you go? That made you basically say, "This is what I want to do right here." This what talked to you in your heart that said, "I'm going to follow this." Who isn't? Who isn't? Okay. And there you go. I know. To me, it just bites you. My thing is, I don't understand how people aren't when they first see MotoGP. How are you not a fan? And if you see it in person, you're bit by the bug. I mean, and it's like it's in you. Like I said, I came back into motorcycles in 2006, and ever since then, I've been MotoGP my whole life. And each year, it's grown stronger and stronger. And now, what I do is I annoy both you guys like I do now. I mean, I'm sure you guys rather be eating or doing whatever, and you're talking to me, so I appreciate that. So, and Ayuma, you tell me. What is it about Japanese riders that, like everybody in the pack? I mean, you even Valentino Rossi growing up, his heroes were Japanese riders, and he said that because they were fearless. And everybody to a person always mentions the Japanese riders as their heroes in MotoGP. What is it about Japanese riders that just appeal to everybody? Yeah.
Yeah, I only could see the races on the YouTube or something like this, but yeah, they were definitely stronger. And then after that, we didn't have any riders until Nakagami, and then now Nakagami is in the MotoGP, and then now because many manufacturers from Japan are putting auto works into small kits so that like Asia Tan Cup make us to come here, and we are here in the World Championship. So it's good to see a lot of Japanese rider here, and hopefully we can do something similar to what Japanese people did in the past.
Well, I mean, you being where you are in Moto 3, I don't know if you realize it, but you're actually a role model to kids growing up now. I mean, seriously, I mean, I know you don't seem like it, but you are growing up. You know what I mean? It's like people are
Yeah,
looking at you as their hero. So, I mean, do you feel that on your shoulders like, "Hey, I'm being a role model for the kids growing up and people looking at me and and want to talk to me?"
well, yeah, because well, when I came into World Championship, I started to understand when I go home, many kids coming to me in the mini bike track and stuff, and I was thinking, okay, this was me just 5 years ago.
Wow.
It's a
Wow.
long time ago. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
thinking that now, I'm still looking ahead to Model 2 and Model HP, and they are my, like idol. And then people who is younger than me have idol like me or some other riders. And I think it's good that we have always somebody in the front because it's easier to catch than if, staying in the top level. So
Right. That's awesome. Good for you. Now, growing up for you, I know your dad raced Moto 3 and your dad was one of your heroes. What was it like, if you can remember? I mean, even though you're still young, by the way, happy belated birthday. I know your birthday was last month. So happy belated
yeah,
birthday. You're now what, 20, 21? How old are you?
20,
20?
20, 20,
21?
20,
Oh,
20
okay.
now.
So next year, if I see you next year, I can buy you a beer legally in the United States. So if you come to the United States,
Yeah, 21. Yeah.
I'll, I'll, I'll get you a beer, but shh, don't tell the boss. Oh, shh, It'll be a secret, but don't
Yeah.
don't don't drink it before you race, and you drink it
No,
after.
no, 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 no,
But I will buy you a beer next year in the United States when I see you. That's a promise. Okay, but growing up, did you remember watching your dad race? Did you remember watching your dad race?
no, actually, because my dad stopped racing before I was born. I think, yeah. After he did maybe one or two endurance race, but I was like 2 years old, so I don't remember anything. And until when I was 12, I didn't know that my father was racing. So no, I
Really?
didn't know. No, no.
Did he hide it from you? What did he do?
Yeah, he. I think my family kind of hide it from me because I saw the helmet or some trophy sometime in the garage, but I didn't know what they are. I thought they are just a helmet. That's
So why did he hide it from? Like why did he didn't want you to race because it was too dangerous? Why did he hide it from you?
I think my mom was definitely didn't want me to race because she was going to the races with my dad, and for sure they didn't want me to involve in racing because it was it's little dangerous and
Well,
stuff.
I mean that is true, and but life is dangerous. So, but I understand that. So, okay, so
Yeah.
how did you stumble across racing, and then when did it become your passion? And did your dad and your mom did they give you the green light to say, okay, this is what you want to do, go ahead, or was your mom reticent, like, no, you're not going to do this?
Well, actually, it was my birthday on yeah 9 years old, and my grandfather bought me like a mini bike, like a pocket bike,
Yeah,
because I was quite good at riding a bicycle.
yeah.
I loved it, and every time I came back from school, I put some cones in the street, and I was just taking my time by myself, like a lap time, and I
Yeah.
was going full gas on a cycle, like just a bicycle,
Yeah.
and just riding with it or just having fun. I didn't know about the racing life. I just having fun with my bicycle, and I could do like anything with a bicycle, and I was enjoying it just by myself because I had no friend that wanted to fight with me on the bicycle. So
So it's just you by
I
yourself.
yeah, just by myself, just with a lap, like a lap timer, just taking my lap every lap and just enjoying every 2 hours after school until dinner.
That's
And
beautiful.
my grandfather thought that maybe I can ride a motorbike, and then he bought me like a pocket bike just to I don't know, just to having just to enjoy, and that was just like a joke and laugh for and just to try. But and that so my mom was not so angry because she didn't think that we start racing.
Yeah. Oh,
But
so your
I
grandpa was the reason you started racing, basically.
yeah, my grandfather bought me a pocket bike and that kind of stuff.
So is your mom still mad at your grandpa? Is your mom mad at him?
No, no, she's okay now. But I'm sure she was never angry to me or to anyone, but because I think she when she saw me when I was young, when she saw me enjoying riding a pocket bike, she
Yeah.
cannot be angry. I think so. She was just looking at it like, oh my god,
That's great.
like yeah, yeah, that's the story really.
Man, that's awesome. So basically, it was just you by yourself having fun, and then you discovered it organically. Because some people, they give it to friends, and it's different with their friends doing this. But that's you by yourself for a couple of hours, just timing yourself just for the heck of it. And now look where you're at now.
Yeah, yeah. I asked my brother a lot to come with me because I liked when I can fight and I can overtake and things like that. But nobody didn't want to join me. So what, what I could do was to take a lap time. That's only my enemies. And yeah, I was more enjoying riding bicycle than like going to friends' house and play video games. So
That is,
Yeah,
man, I love that. I mean, honestly, so you were a loner basically. You were a loner. Nobody wanted to do what you want to do, and you did it by yourself. And that's how you
yeah,
got there by yourself. Good for you. Good for
yeah.
you. Okay, so how did you get the nickname Crazy Boy? That's what I always want to know. When did you get the nickname Crazy Boy?
Well, that's kind of wrong story, but when I was in Asia 10 Cup,
Okay.
um, I was in Malaysia GP,
Uh huh.
and yeah, I was competing in Asia 10 Cup, and not only people think I'm like a crazy but on a riding way, but more in like personality. They were saying to me I'm crazy because you know I like to make jokes to everyone and just have fun with people around.
There's nothing
You
wrong
know,
with that. Good for you.
I feel closer if I than being serious to each other.
Well,
I feel
well, personally, what you got to do is, I mean, because your job, once you put that helmet on, you're all business, and it's all and as much as I'm sure it's fun, I mean, it's a business, and you got to produce. Basically, what you have to do. So, I see nothing wrong with having that fun, playful thing and every good time, and make everybody loose. And then once this comes on, and you do this, and once that lid goes down, you're all business. Am I correct?
yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So that's why I was quite crazy outside the racing. And in the same time, when I was racing, I was well, I wanted to do everything to win the race. And one best friend, called me that I'm a crazy boy. So
And it
then
stuck.
people started to call me, and then I thought, okay, now everybody call me crazy boy. So
do you do, do
I
you
feel so
do,
crazy boy.
do you like the nickname? Do you like the nickname?
Yeah, I quite like it. Yeah.
I swear, it's hilarious to me. I was watching this one video and it said that I think one of your things you like to do in your spare time is nap. You like to sleep a lot. Is that true?
Well,
It's
yeah,
got to be true because Maria's laughing. So I think I've stumbled on something because she's laughing right now. So is it true?
yeah, yeah, it's true. But when I was young, this is honest. When I was young, I didn't like to sleep. I woke up every day 6:30, and I just do shit. No, no, sorry.
No, it's
I
okay.
just
No, no, you can cuss on here. It's free. Say
yeah,
shit. Say whatever
no,
you want to say.
I just do crazy things in the morning. Um, and sleep at 11. So I was no, but now actually like every year I sleep more and more. In the night I sleep like 10 o'clock like a grumpy, and yeah, but I wake up like 9 o'clock like a normal college student. So yeah, I sleep a lot.
So has there ever been a time where Maria had to go, hey, it's time to get up? Did she have to come in and shake you or call you, go, hey, you're gonna be on the
No,
grid in about 15
no,
minutes?
not in the race weekend. I'm quite okay, but yeah, it's true that from FP1 to FP2, I always have like small naps sometimes. But I control myself. I put my alarm. I wake up at least 1 hour before, and I'm ready to go.
So, are you sure? You've never been like, I forgot to set the alarm and like, where's Ayumi? And everybody's like, I don't know. And then you have to,
No, no,
Maria has to go, you're going to be on the grid now in about
no,
5 minutes. You better get here now. Never.
no.
Okay, okay, let's move on. Okay, you won the Asian Talent. You won the Asian Talent Cup, and then like you got a. You went to Red Bull Rookies Cup, and you got a wild card. I think you substituted for Anaya Bastianini and the Malaysian Grand Prix. I think that was your first foray into Moto 3. Is it right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you realize like, oh, this is a different level, or did you? Did you go, wow, this is a lot different than Red Bull Rookies Cup or Asian Talent Cup?
Well, actually, yeah, when I replaced Enea for the first time, they called me like actually like 2 days ago, 2 days before Malaysian GP. But I actually was in Malaysia because for next season I was going to ride for SIC racing team.
Yeah.
So it was from Malaysia, and I had like a station in Malaysia. So I anyway was in Malaysia,
Mm-hmm.
and then I didn't have any kit from myself. I didn't have anything, and then they asked me, okay, Ayuma is here, and he won the rookies cap, so we put him for the replacement. And I was in the track. I was literally in the track on Tuesday or Wednesday,
Yeah.
and they said me that I can ride the NES bike. I was like, I don't have helmet. I don't have nothing. And then Asia Time Cup people gave me a suit, and we took out all the sponsorship things. And then Alai gave me a helmet with a white helmet,
Yeah.
and I just like like I just needed to race with it, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know, I didn't have time to prepare for it. And then uh, Friday practice started like really quick, and yeah, it was quite tricky condition with the rain and stuff, so it was not actually fully dry.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was riding on the wet, I feel more like a different level,
Okay.
because I remember Pecco Bagnaia passed me on the wet, and I was like, is it raining or not? Because I was thinking that it's a wet practice, but he was going full gas like a dry practice. So I was like, what is he doing? I was thinking what the he's doing, and now and I was like, oh my god. But then I start to understand that on the rain condition I can go that fast. Because obviously Pecco was really fast on rain
Yeah.
on Malaysia with Mahindra bike in the past. And the other riders, yeah, I feel that they are fast, but I was in the Spanish Championship also, and they are good rebel.
Right.
You can see right now, top guys can come to the World Championship and sometimes score points.
Yeah.
So they are very good rebel as well. But on the rain condition, especially when Pecco passed me, I was like, oh, no way. But yeah, from then I started to know that World Championship is a little different.
Now, was that your first oh shit moment? Because I always ask riders, you come up and you win, you this and that, and then you get to that level that come up. Was that your first oh shit? This is what we're doing. You know what I mean? Was that your first oh shit moment?
The oh shit moment is only once, and this is it. I think I will never have a bigger moment than this shit.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you.
I never had it after. I never had it after Pecco, because I don't really have any more. Like, I didn't have any more scared, because that was the most scary moment.
Have you told Pecco this story yet?
No, really. I think he don't know, but I post on Instagram because he passed me, and some photographer took pictures, and that was like my favorite pictures. And when I repressed NAI and to ride with him and to see that he's really going that quick, I was like, oh, that was impressive, and that was really good to see. And that was the only things that surprised me.
Yeah.
On the racing track, actually.
Okay. Now, I'm asking you, like, you had such success. Like I said, winning the Asian Talent Cup, winning the Red Bull Rookie Cup. And that's where I first remember seeing you in the Red Bull. I was like, who is this kid right here? I remember watching you in Red Bull Rookie, and I was like, oh, my God, this kid right here. Because I watched you. And that's where you came on my radar. I was like, ooh, this dude right here. And then you came into Moto 3, and everybody has that learning curve, and it's been tough. You finished, I think, 20th 2 years in a row. And so, and then, I saw you switch teams, and then now you're with, the Tech 3 team. And I thought it was beautiful how that Hervé said, when he found out he was going to Moto 3 team, his first rider that he thought to pick up was you. like, did you ever lose faith in yourself? Because I mean, you were always in the mix. And Moto 3, like I always tell people, Moto 3 is like a street fight. I mean, it's like when it's like over the, okay, what happened? You know, third place, okay, that's good. But the results really weren't coming. And then now you at Tech 3, and I saw the progression that you had, and I was so happy for you last week getting that podium. No, I think everybody to a person was so happy to watch you get that podium finally. It was like a so did you ever lose faith in yourself during those difficult times?
Yeah, actually, yeah, the last 2 years has been the most toughest time in my racing career. And yeah, when I was in a difficult moment last year, I didn't know what to do in 2020. But then, well, I had some offers, and then I was talking with Hervé last year, and when he gave me offer, um, he gave me something that uh, I was losing. I mean, like I was losing a little bit of confidence
Right,
and things like that. And then when he came me, I feel like, yeah, actually, I was fast in Rookies Cup. I can do it,
right.
and that like confidence he gave me was like a boost. And that's why I was real scared to switch to KDM from Honda because I was riding Honda for quite long. But I decided to myself that I need it, even though maybe it's gonna be harder
Yeah.
to ride, but maybe easier to get a result. So I was thinking, I think I need to change something, and I need to go. And then I moved the team, and Tech3 have a lot of experience, especially Hervé. He's in this World Championship longer than I was not even born, I guess.
Lucky
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I have many things to run from him,
Yeah.
and then actually he put me in the correct place to grow up. That's helped me a lot to improve this year, and also KTM bike suits me a lot this year. And then we had some bad luck as well this year, and like in Austria and stuff. That's put me again in a difficult moment, but. Finally, we put together, and we were very strong last week. And then to have first podium, I didn't expect to take that long, but
Right.
this is just the beginning of my journey, and that was first of many, and I
Yes.
hope.
Oh, it will be. I mean, like I said, it's such a tough learning curve. I mean, you guys are literally the best in the world, and I'm gonna say this like now, right now. Of all the three classes, Moto 3 is, I say it every time, it's a street fight. It's a barroom brawl. You guys have the most closest rate of all three classes, the closest racing. And I literally watch it, I go, oh, like I watch it like this sometimes, like, oh my, how do you guys do? Is there a strategy from the outside looking in? Is there a strategy you guys have? Because it just looks crazy from the outside looking in. Is there a strategy, or you just go, we're going to see what happens?
No, we don't have any strategy because strategy never works. But the good thing is that we respect everybody. Uh, we know how good everybody are
Uh
in
huh.
Moto3 class. So even you are this close,
Yeah.
that the other guy also realized me and there. We are fighting, but we trust each other because if not, we will end up being uh, crashing everybody. So
Right.
I think everybody have a good respect in Moto3 now.
Well,
Some rider did,
unless Darren
but
Bender's around you, because Darren Bender, if you see Dive by Darren, do you go, oh shit? Do you go like, oh please? Do you go,
actually, last year I was very scared of him, but this year he changed his style a little bit. So he's quite aggressive rider, but aggressive is good.
yeah,
But to be dangerous and aggressive is a different. And now he's a aggressive rider, and I think what he do now is I think it's quite good,
okay,
quite reasonable, and everybody now in World Championship are quite good. Nobody is really like aggressive in Moto3 class. In the past, we had some few riders that is mm, sometimes not fair because okay, maybe it's his way to ride a motorbike, but in Moto3 class, because we are very close, we need a little bit of respect from
Right.
each other.
Who were those riders? Can you name names, or are you gonna be like, shh, can you name names?
I will not say the name because I don't want to have any problem. But we had some few riders, but now it's all okay. This year has been quite good actually.
Yeah.
Not many riders crashing each other out. Okay, this year two riders lapped my ass and they hit me, but they were looking my ass too much because my ass was so beautiful. So two guys crashed me out. But this is kind of racing, and
You-
I hope my ass is a little bit more active.
Oh my God! Next question. I'm gonna go to you, Maria. But first of all, Maria, what exactly is your job title? Because I ask you this and you go, because I go, hey, what? And you went, and so I know you're kind of like the mom of the paddock because, and the thing I found I thought was so beautiful that I love, and I think I hit you up after the race was when Miguel Oliveira won in Austria, the entire paddock went nuts. And for some reason, I zeroed in on you because you were like, and everybody hugged each other, and it was the most joyous. It was like everybody won the lottery at one time. Like, tell me, like, now being like the mom of the paddock, because you're over everybody. You guys are everywhere. So, like, if say for Yumu or any of the riders is having like a downtime, like they're trying hard, but sometimes it's just not working. Do you come in and like try to comfort them, like, hey, it's gonna be okay, or in the Yumu's case, do you give them like some chocolate and say, hey, here's some chocolate, eat this, everything will be okay? Like, what do you do to when you see they're down? Like, how do you lift their spirits up, or do you?
I think it's hard to say because from what I know with riders is that sometimes it's quite difficult. So no matter what you say or do, it probably won't help them. So I always try to give them time, their time after whatever shit result or you don't know. So I think I don't know. I think they need the time for themselves to just get along with it. And then also, yeah, but it's not just me, it's like the whole team.
And
I
that's what's
mean,
beautiful about it. I mean, that's what I love about it. I really do. Is that because you travel, and next year, they got 20 races on the docket. I mean, hopefully it'll happen. And you're traveling at least 20 weeks, not counting the testing and everything else. So the whole paddock is like a family. So when you guys win, it really is like a family. So like when you see your rider down, do you just like sometimes maybe give him like a little, and that's it, and like he knows, like, okay, they have faith in me, because I thought one of the most beautiful things in the world was when your teammate Aju, when he had his birthday, you guys came in with the birthday cake for him, which I thought was beautiful. So like, is that what you do? Like, try to be like that comforting kind of like, like, hey, what's wrong, Sasaki? And he's like, this the bike, and it's like, okay, just settle down. Like, do you do that? Do you like so they can confide in you?
trying to. No, but also like you say, it's not just the 20 races and the tests and everything. You spend, like me, and I think most of us, we spend more time with each other than with our families at home.
Right.
So it is kind of family. So obviously you are there. You try to help. You try to make them feel comfortable with everything, everyone, and yeah, even if it's chocolate.
Yeah, we have a secret chocolate draw actually. It's secret, but
Don't tell
I will
anyone.
tell you. But I think this is alive, so I don't know if it's a good idea. But we have
We can tell.
we we have a secret chocolate draw in Maria's office, and which is good. It's full of chocolate. So when you have a stress or anything, you just open this door and you feel like you are in the the God gave you everything. It's a chocolate power.
It's paradise.
It's a paradise.
So next time I see you guys in the paddock, I'm buying him a beer and I get chocolate. Is that the deal?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
that's
deal.
a bad.
We have all kinds of chocolate, so you tell me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She told me you were funny once you get started, but yes, I can see it now. She said, "Oh, he's funny. Once he gets started, he's funny, and you are hilarious." And also, okay, I want to ask you this. Okay, tell me right now, what is it? What are your strengths? What do you do better or just as good as anybody? And what is your weakness? A thing you have to work on?
Well, it's difficult because in mental side, when you ride a bike, you have to think that you are the best on everything.
Of course.
So it's difficult, but yeah, you have to accept sometimes. You have to learn when you maybe lose or finish on P20. Sure, you have to know why you finish P20, because if you don't know, you cannot improve. So sure, each races you find a weakness. And you try to improve. So I don't really have one thing, but every week, every day on a race week, I learn many things. So every time is a different story, and every time you learn, and then everything comes together to the races on Sunday. So yeah, I cannot really say one thing, but definitely many things, many small things.
I have you right now. I think I would like to see you in the top. Finish the year in the top 10. It's possible. Anything's possible, obviously, but I like to see you in the top 10. I think you're running great. I think it was. I don't know what. Maybe you can help me. When did you have a breakthrough this season? Because you ran great, and then all of a sudden, I noticed like, oh, I think he's getting it now, and I think it was Austria, but then I noticed how you were in the lead pack, and once you're in the lead pack, and especially last week, I was like, oh, this is the rider I remember from Red Bull's Rookies Cup. So I was like, when did it hit for you this year, or did it, or you just kept grinding and it finally got results?
I'm just trying every races, but I know that what I'm capable of, and that's what many people teach me to gain confidence, like Herbe do, and then he showed me what I'm capable, and then so that's why I'm going out to the track, just brave yourself and try to find that capability and to do well. And yeah, it was difficult to find it because you were close and then maybe you crash or somebody hit you, or you have some problem. But I was, yeah, actually in Austria, I started to feel that, okay, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But then after that had been quite difficult races. Also in Misano, I got hit by another riders, and few races have been little difficult. But then in Aragon race one, even though I finished P13, I was thinking that, okay, I think I can do really well on the second race, and that also was a bit of confidence boost that gave me in the last week of the second race.
Yeah, I felt honestly, I felt the same way. Even though you finished P13, I go, he's getting it now. And I have a really good feeling from here at the end of the year. I just think you're getting it. You're in good nick, as they say. And I just feel like it's going to be a great end of the season for you. And I hope it carries over for next season. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I'm hoping. I hope for everybody, actually. I love all you guys because I tell people all the time, Moto 3 to me is where the dream, you're this close to the final realization of the GP, and you're right there. And that's when you really got to hit it. Moto 3 is a tough class. Moto 3, Moto 2, I mean, it is sink or swim, and what you guys do is unbelievable. I mean, it really is. So I give you props to that, and I like the way you're going this year, and I hope you keep up the good work, man. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And before I even forget this, I called it Tale of the Gemini because I'm like a Gemini. And when I'll ask you a question, I'll go here, and you have to follow me like this. But I wanted to say before I forget is that when I first met you in the paddock, you were really nice to me, and I followed you like I'm a dork, so I followed you on Instagram or whatever. And so I ended up having a hip operation, and you were one of the first ones of the riders, and you said, hey, get well soon. And I was like, Sasaki said get well. And after I was like, oh my God. And I was and after that, man, I felt like we were like this. I felt like that's one of my best friends. That's one of my best friends in the paddock. And so I think it was last year, and I went to Valencia. I was like looking for you, and I was like, and I had that look of mine, like Maria sees me, and you were like, hey, I'm talking to my friend, and I was like, oh, okay. And I don't think I saw you anymore for the rest of the weekend, but I was like, I was so happy, man. I love what you're doing. So keep it up, brother. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And Maria, asking you, since you're in the mom of the whole paddock, who out of all these guys was the most difficult to manage? Like you go, oh, he's in trouble again, or he's late, or this and that. Who of all the riders, who is the toughest one to manage?
I have to say, I'm probably quite lucky. I think there are some riders who are not so easy to manage, but our riders. No, but honestly, no. I think there are some lads in the paddock which are not so easy to work with, but so far I can't complain at all. I was always lucky to, yeah,
Who's your
get
favorite?
a good
Who's your favorite this year? Who's your favorite this year in Moto 3? Who's your favorite to manage in Moto 3 in the paddock this year? Who's your favorite?
Ayuma and Dennis, of course.
How tight are you guys? Like, how tight are you guys always together? Like, you're always eating together and everything else because it's a team? Are you guys like as tight as I think you guys are?
Yeah, we are. We are using our Apple hospitality. So we are eating all together. Actually, it's quite different because we eat a little bit earlier, Moto 3 team, and Maria is doing a deep freeze and everything. I don't know, and on the computer, like that with a tight shoulder. So I don't know. I don't really know, but yeah, we see Maria many times. I go to see Maria to get the chocolate. I
Hey,
definitely see her every day. Uh,
not too much chocolate. You got to fit in your uniform. You got to make that ass look good.
yeah,
Not too much
I know, I
chocolate.
know. I try to be tight and nice. But yeah, I see Maria many times, but to have dinner together, it's kind of difficult. But on Wednesday, Thursday, many times, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, actually, where do you live during the season? Because I know during lockdown you went back to Japan, and your mom was like, you and your mom was, she was happy to see you, and you didn't get on the nerves. I saw that. So, like, where do you stay during the season? Where do you live?
I live in Barcelona now
Okay.
during the season, but
Okay.
during the quarantine, I knew that it's gonna be like 3 or 4 months. So I thought, okay, I should go home, and I go back home. And again, after the race in Portimao, I will go back home for New Year
Good.
and spend a few times with the family. And then again on February, I come back to Spain, Barcelona.
Now, even though you love what you do, actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask you this question because this struck me as odd, and I think Crutchlow talked about this, and Scott Redding recently talked about this, where they don't actually love racing, but they like winning. Redding talked, and that blew me away. Scott Redding said, he goes, I don't really enjoy riding the bike, but I like winning. Now, do you love what you do? Or do you looking forward to winning more, or do you actually enjoy the process? Even though it's competitive, do you enjoy it, or is it more like, I want to win?
Oh wow, sure you want to win, but I actually enjoy riding. To be honest,
Okay.
I enjoy being in this like paddock. And maybe like Scott Redding, many riders that you talked to in the past, maybe they're having more experience, so they should have. Well, they were all in MotoGP. For sure, they have some more tough moment than I do at the moment, and sure they have more experience, so maybe it's difficult to enjoy for them when they have much more pressure like in MotoGP. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure when I go to MotoGP, but at the moment I am enjoying myself, but and like you said, I want to win like everybody do. And riding the bike is always fun, so for me, so I enjoy riding bike.
Oh, well, I know, and it sounded like a stupid question, but when I heard Redding say that, that blew me away because it's like, but he's talked about it's so much pressure, but at the same time, he wanted to win, and he said the only time, and he was talking to Neil Hodgson, and Hodgson said he felt the same way, and the first time he really enjoyed riding the bike was I think he taught a track day, or it was like a racing
Yeah,
school, and he
training.
went out to
Yeah.
have fun, and that's when he goes, you know what, I enjoy doing this.
Yeah, this is very true. When I go to ride like mini bikes or supermoto in a karting track, I enjoy actually much more.
Okay.
Being in the GP weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you are in a lot of stress. Maybe 20 people are working for you, and in the end, everything matters your result. So for sure, result it gave me a little bit more pressure. Of course, if I say I don't have any pressure, that's it's wrong because you are riding under all the sponsors and all the people who is working for you. So for sure you have stress, or no, you have like hat or like heavy shoulder
Right.
that you need to wow. So that's why it's difficult to enjoy it, but that makes you feel like, oh, I need to win, I want to win.
Right.
So yeah, that's actually true. What I think, what like Redding said.
Now, do you all the year for you riding? Do you ever experience burnout? Yeah, I mean, like, is there a time where you go, "Whew, okay, this is kind of tough? I mean, like, okay, yeah, like you're mentally fatigued. I mean, maybe mentally fatigued, but do you ever experience burnout at all?
No, I never burn out. Not
Okay,
yet.
okay,
Hard. I'm always thinking that I can fucking do it, and
good
uh,
for you, man. Oh my God, love it.
and
Okay, so
yeah, put
so
finger out, and yeah, do my best, and I never think in a bad way. No, not yet.
okay. Good for you, man. How about you? Now, Maria, it's different for you because you're on the other side. Do you ever experience a little, even though I'm sure you love what you do because you're still in it? And matter of fact, how many years in the paddock have you been in, Maria?
It's my fourth full year actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, like I said before, it was getting more and more. Like the first years, I did 4 races, then I did seven, eight, then I did 11. So it was getting there, building up. And yeah, no, I have to say, I love it still. Even, but I think probably not for me, but for some others, it's quite hard. Like this special season is quite hard with
Yeah.
the when you have all these 3 races in a row all the time is really demanding. Um, so I mean, I for myself, I'm happy to go back home after the 3 weeks, but I'm also I just like as soon as I come home, I'm just waiting to get away again. So
Well, you both have dogs and that you love so much. You have Dale, I think, right? That's your dog's name is Dale, Ayuma?
Charlie, he's
Dale,
called Charlie.
Dale,
Da-
my dog called
Ah.
Dale.
Dale and Charlie. And I know you love your dog. I know. So, okay, let me ask you this, Maria. Now, this is going to sound sexist, but I'm just going to ask you this, whatever. I know it sounds sexist, but what's your overall goal in GP? Is it to be a team manager or a team principal? And do you sometimes feel like maybe as a woman, like you might think, okay, I have only this amount of time before I want to have a family, or do you? I don't know your goals, and I hope it didn't come out as sexist, but I'm just asking you that question because maybe it's a little different for a woman. And I, you know what I mean. If it was somebody, if it was a guy here, I'm sure I wouldn't ask him a question, but I'm gonna ask you that, and just I'm being honest. So yeah, I mean, do you feel that pressure, like okay, I kind of want to have a family, but I still love what I do, or do you just gonna let life happen?
Yeah, I was thinking like this, let's say maybe 10 years ago or something. But meanwhile, I'm just like, I just take it as it comes. I mean, I don't have any boyfriend waiting at home because I don't want to explain myself to anyone when I have to leave.
Well, I know that's right. Look, I'm going and I ain't paying nothing to nobody. Okay, I'm going to MotoGP. You gonna tell me what to do? I'm like, oh, bye, baby. Bye, baby. I know that's right. Come on, you. Let's go, girl. Let's go.
Now living like this, I mean, makes it easier. If someone's coming up, for sure, maybe I could change everything from yeah from 1 second to another. I don't know, but yeah, I just take it as it comes. And yeah, my goal my goal was always to be working in the world championship and to be present at all the races. So I made this, and since then, to be honest, I'm not so sure. I'm still thinking about another step, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm just enjoying it.
Well, that's beautiful. I mean, I know you got to do what you got to do, but honestly, I love seeing you because it's like, I mean that. Cause I remember, I think it was in Silverstone last year. I was coming out, I saw you walking, and you were in a hurry, and I know you guys were always busy, and I'm like, oh, wait. And you stopped and talked to me, and I always love seeing your face at all the GPs. You become like a staple point. You know, it's like I see you, oh Maria, you know, and it makes. And I know you got to do what you got to do, but I hope you stay in there long. I really do. I just love seeing that smile and just seeing you around the paddock. I love that. So you do what you got to do, but I love seeing you and you know, a familiar face is always great for everybody. It really is. And your face is, seeing you is great. So in 5 years, Maria, in 5 years, where do you want to be in 5 years? 5 years from now, it's 2025. Where are you?
I don't want to make any predictions. I'm where I should be. I think
Okay.
I will be.
Now, that's beautiful. That I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, I like that. And Sasaki-san, how about you? In 5 years, what do you want to be? Where do you want to be in 5 years?
GP.
MotoGP,
Yes.
racing for KTM, Red Bull.
Oh, we never know. Let's see. But I'm doing everything to be there. So
I know, and
depend what
and for you, I wore this for you today. I knew I was interviewed. So look at that. I did that for you. Look at that.
Oh yes.
Did that for you, bro. For you.
Yes.
Yes.
This is my power as well.
You win.
Easy wings.
Okay. Now, I had some Facebook questions before we get out of here. Facebook question. A writer asked me. He goes, "Do you have any A guy asked me. He goes, "Do you have any pre-race rituals that you ready for before the race?"
No.
None.
Sorry. Sorry, no. Yes, no.
No superstition at all.
No, sometimes I listen to music when I feel like I need to listen to music to make my motivated. Sometimes I'm automatically motivated. Yeah, just listen to music sometime or not.
What kind of
I
music?
don't-
What kind of music? Who do you listen to?
Well, every time is different. And actually, I like to listen music, but I like to listen to all kinds of music because and I don't know, I like all kinds.
Mhm.
And if I say because you are from America, I like country music.
You like country music?
Yeah, really. Oh, really bad. I really like it, and just to listen and just to chill, just like listen to it. I love it.
I'll tell you what. Maybe I should get you a 10-gallon hat and some cowboy boots.
Yeah, you get for me, and I will wear in the great in America GP.
Like that.
Okay, who's your favorite country artist? Who do you like to listen to in country music?
I don't know. I have many, but I don't know. But really, I like all of the American country music. All.
Nice. Okay, great. So you like the new and the old.
Yeah, I can listen to all.
Listen to Waylon Jennings. Waylon Jennings is the best. Waylon Jennings in country music. He's older. He's the best. Waylon Jennings. You write it down. Is the best ever. He and Willie Nelson. Listen to Willie Nelson also. Okay, those two
I
guys
think
are great.
What I like about country music from America is just the voice. I think the voice. You know the voice that they make.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
I think I like that. That's why I like it. I don't know.
I love it. No, you like what you like, and I think that's great. But the point that escaped me when you go, sometimes you're not motivated. That's what I go. Is there some tracks you go, okay, I got to get really up for this? I mean, are there sometimes just like you got to get more up than other times?
Yeah, sometimes when you have a bad session and then you're qualifying coming up, then you need to be motivated, but you feel little worried. You don't know. Well, if you have some problem with the setting, then you will feel like, oh, I don't know if the setting gonna work. Blah blah blah. But you have to be motivated and you have to give 100%, even though you have a difficult bike or difficult times. You always have to go there, give 100%, and maybe it's gonna work.
Yeah.
We have to think like in that way. So even in a good time, it's okay. Do just relax and just ride a bike. But when it's difficult time, I sometimes listen to music. Even good time, I like to listen to sometimes music. It just just come out in my mind, and I feel like I like to listen to, then I will listen to music. If not, I don't, and I don't have any things to do before the practice.
Man, I love it. I love it. Ayuma, seriously, man, thank you so much for your time. Maria, thank you for setting this up. I mean that. I was so looking forward to talking to him, and I mean it from the bottom of my ever since, like I said, I liked him before. When I hurt my hip and he texted me, hey, man, get well, I was like, oh. So after that, I was like, man, I felt like we were like this. And I mean, I can't wait to see you guys in person again. I wish you nothing but the best, my friend. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I love that you stuck with it because, you know, during difficult times, that's when you got to realize what kind of person you are, and you've rose above it. You got that second. You're going to get that top step at the podium. I know you will. You're in good nick. Keep it up. Maria, keep feeding this kid chocolate. You understand me? Keep feeding him chocolate, okay? When he's good and he's bad, feed him chocolate. Make sure he gets his rest, and make sure he gets on the grid on time, okay?
Oh, well.
All right.
Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I mean it from the... Thank you. I'm BT. Thank you so much for watching Tales of the Gemini. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Until we meet again, you know the word I like to say. Bye.